Actually, this is my first hotel stay in.
The petrol price in Russia, that I feel it's 52 rubles. It would be around 50 Indian rupees. I bit night I was actually able to do my first trade, and I got some 9,000 rubles successful. A group called Al-Kashi motorbiking club in Russia. Anton's garage. Anton, can you say hi?
Yeah.
Anton have been interacting since last year when I posted about my motorbike trip on community called Motorway, and
The year in Russia. Dirt. The dirt is dry.
tallest buildings over here. Being played from this particular motorbike. There are people dancing.
It's 9:30 a.m. of August 22, and I am standing opposite the hotel that I stayed. Its name is Edelweiss actually. I couldn't figure that out from the Cyrillic script, but apparently I figured that from the Wi-Fi name. Actually, this is my first hotel stay in past 52 or 53 days. I've only been staying in hostel or get hosted by people. I paid like 1,000 rubles for it, which is around 1,000 rupees or probably lesser, around like $10 or slightly more. And yeah, it was a decent, comfortable stay. Woke up today morning and released the day 50 video. Their cafe is actually closed. I was hoping to have my breakfast and then leave, but then their cafe is closed. The people have not yet come, so now I will be going to some place, having some breakfast, and then we'll leave to Moscow. Station is Roshenfet, Roshneft, and apparently it's one of the most popular petrol stations in Russia.
Just fill the fuel as a Rosneft, and this fuel station actually had a good supermarket or cafeteria. Well, in Russia, the petrol stations do have a good supermarket, but not all. And Rosneft, particularly, I have seen are the ones without a supermarket, but this one has. So I got a muffin and a cappuccino. Cappuccino is pretty average, I would say. So in Central Asia and in Russia, like these petrol station coffees, although they are machine coffee, but well, they are actually far from good. The muffin is for 75 rubles, it's okay. The cappuccino is for 140 rubles. Overall 200 odd plus. A couple of things I forgot to record. So one is the petrol price in Russia. It's actually still much. It's not as cheap as Kazakhstan, but it's still much cheaper. So the 92 petrol that I fill, it's 52 rubles. It would be around 50 Indian rupees. Yeah, that's one. Second is, well, I was a bit stranded in Saratov because I did not carry much US dollars this time to Russia. None of the Visa cards and the MasterCard work in Russia because of sanction. And last year I used this P2P trading on Binance to be able to source rubles. And Binance has actually deprecated the support of rubles late last year, which I was not aware. So I signed up on this website called Bybit, but then I think Bybit flagged my account for unusual activity, and I could not do P2P trading. Yesterday night I was actually able to do my first trade, and I got some 9,000 rubles successfully, so I am a little relieved now. Second thing is, yesterday for the first time I used the Sber Bank app. Sber Bank is the Russian bank account that I have to actually do payment to at the hotel. So like UPI in India, you can use the bank apps to send money through the phone numbers here in Russia and also in Kazakhstan. The Kaspi app, they call it Kaspi there. But as a foreigner, I don't think you can get access to Kaspi in Kazakhstan. But well, Visa works, so you can always pay. Here, if the place does not have a card machine, you can always they display the phone number and you can use your bank app to pay them. And I did that yesterday, so that I don't have to give away my cash, because well, finding ATMs can become hard, especially outside the city. So yeah, these two things happened yesterday. I'm glad that I have money and now I can move freely.
It's around 11:43, and I stopped at this one of the towns on the way. I don't know the name of the town. There was a doner shop that I just encountered, and I stopped and had a chicken doner. It was not as good as the Aida's Madam doner in Saratov, but well, any food is fine, and there's protein, so I shouldn't be complaining. Yeah, it. I think this doner price is standard across Russia, 200 rupees. Sorry, rubles. And now I'm starting back on the road. Today the journey is pretty long. It is around 500 kilometers, and there is a reasonable traffic on the road. So the time it shows is like 7 hours. I think I'm probably gonna take 8 to 10. Yeah, the Russian small towns are like those cute little towns of Europe. At least this part of Russia is in Europe, so it kind of feels the same, I guess. Well, not exactly. ABS light seems to have come on again, and this time I wanted to record when it is on. When I switch off and restart my motorbike, the light goes away, and I also checked it did not affect any of my braking. So yeah, it's not a big problem, seems like. Okay, so the ABS light came on again, and I was feeling a few jerks, but I'm not sure if it was the road or yeah, it is just my mind which made me conjure those jerks. But anyway, I stopped again on the side of the road. The mirrors of my bike are also kind of pretty much screwed up now. Like they don't stay at the angle that I keep them. So I was thinking of like getting a new pair of mirrors in Moscow, but as of now I have tried taping them to see that they stay, because Moscow is another 400 kilometers, and I feel a little unsafe if I can't see in my rear view mirror. So hopefully I mean, looks like it is, it is going to stay, but let's see. Yeah, at least even if one mirror is okay, I feel okay. I mean, with both the mirrors not working or not pointing to the right angles, I feel a bit yeah, I feel a bit jittery of like overtaking, and every time I have to kind of adjust one of the mirrors by hand to see if there's nobody coming. Okay, I don't think I've stopped at a great place. I think the vehicles are passing pretty close here, so I think I should just start moving. It's 3:20 p.m. I've stopped at another Rosneft petrol station. Well, today's ride is long and slow with a lot of trucks,
and cities on the way and riding slow behind them. I was riding behind like a queue of trucks, got really bored. Then I decided to just stop at this petrol station. It's still another 300 odd kilometers to go. I'll just keep going slowly. One thing about the trucks and the traffic here in Russia, at least towards the Moscow, is that people are very considerate, especially the truck drivers. And I have seen like there's a single lane and then they kind of go on the side to let me pass. I have not seen so much of consideration and kindness in any other roads that I have ridden so far. So yeah, that's a good thing. But then, well, there are just too many of the trucks, and sometimes in the city, well, there's a line of trucks, and surprisingly, the motorway, the highway actually goes through the cities. I was thinking that they would bypass the city and the traffic would be fast, but that's not the case. Most of the times I am going through the cities and the traffic is slow and there are only 2 lanes on the road. So yeah, it takes time. It's 11:30 a.m. of August 23, and I am here close to Moscow. This is, I think, outskirts of Moscow. I am at the house of a person named Andre. So Andre had visited India when he was cycling from Moscow, and I had hosted him. So we got connected to each other through this group called Alkashi. It's a motorbiking club in Russia. And when last year when I was in Russia in Volgograd, I stayed at a bike post hosted by Oleg, or he goes by the road name Perero. And he is the one person who is like really well connected in Russian motorbiking community. He is the one who told me about Alkashi. I think he also is the member of Alkashi. And Andre once upon a time used to ride motorcycles, and then Andre and Perero were connected. He actually left for an event today early morning. So yesterday night I came, and then he let me stay in his house. So right now it's just me here. It's a very nice house. I think probably the nicest of my accommodation in this trip so far. And I also got like really nice coffee after a long time. So yeah, it's a great stay. I'm happy that I am here. The plan for today, I don't know. Like, this is such a nice place that I feel like lazing around. And yesterday it was a pretty long ride as well. I mean, it's just 500 kilometers, but the road has a lot of traffic, trucks and slow moving traffic. So yeah, I'm a bit tired, but then I think the nice house made me more lazy, I would say. I will see. I'm also in touch with this a local Suzuki V-Strom community here in Moscow. Actually, that's also a longer story, but then I'll probably tell that later. And I am supposed to meet them today. They have one guy, Anton from the group is the one I have been interacting with, and then he has arranged a meetup for the V-Strom owners. So a couple of us gonna turn up. And I am also asking them about like some of the bike issues that I wanted to get resolved, like the chain sprocket is one, the ABS light coming on from the rear brake is another. So they have told me about a mechanic. I'll see if he's available today. I can go and have a diagnosis with him. And then I also have to get my rear view mirrors. I think they are very old. They don't hold the angle in high speed anymore. And I also try to see if I can get a high windshield because in Russia people do pretty long distances, and a good and high windshield will actually tire you less, especially on a long ride. And speeds are quite fast here. Like you can easily do 120 plus kilometers per hour. So a good windshield is definitely going to help me a lot. So all these things I am going to sort in Moscow. I don't have a timeline as to how much time it will take, and yeah, such a nice place, so maybe a few more days. I'm here at a friend's place, Anton. I was talking to Anton from quite some time, and here are the chains. So I was actually, these chains were creating a noise since I've been riding. Anton very quickly opened it and then showed me that the chain teeth, they this reminds me, do you have some spare 10W40 engine oil? Spare as in 10W40. What engine oil do you have?
The oil.
Yeah.
The oil. Yeah, I can give you a canister.
I'm here at Anton's garage, and yeah, like yeah, here is Anton. Anton, can you say hi?
Yeah.
Hey. Your road name? How do you say that? Troglodyte.
Yeah.
Troglodyte. Okay. So yeah, this is Anton's garage, and it's, I mean, well, in India it's hard to find a well-equipped garage, but I think in the West it's pretty common thing, and I just wanted to record this. Anton actually helped me quite a bit with the bike, with tightening the chain, and then we also just now fixed the windscreen, so we lifted it up, and Anton did this intelligent hack of putting the cable ties, because well, we ran out of space to put the screws, engine oil, and Anton is helping me find the front sprocket, so we're going to change the front sprocket. He also helped made the clutch okay. I mean, I had problems finding neutral when I was stationary, and he helped me with that as well. So all good. So yeah, a lot of help from Anton, and I and Anton have been interacting since last year when I posted about my motorbike trip on vk.com. There is a community called Motorway, and that's where I had posted, and Anton has found me from there, and we have been interacting, and yeah, finally it's good to meet Anton.
once you're here, you need to know one more phrase about Russia. There are 3 times of the year in Russia. Dirt, the dirt is dry, the dirt is frozen. You told that Russia is a clean country, you didn't see it yet.
I mean, at least Moscow seemed pretty clean.
Moscow is very different from Russia. Very different. They even say the problem with Moscow is that it's surrounded by Russia.
Here with both Antons here. This place is called Moscow City Center, and it has the tallest buildings over here. Yeah, pretty beautiful. I don't think I've seen anything like this in America either. I mean, all the sides you have like really tall buildings, but the one which are tallest are here, and yeah, they are pretty tall actually. And while I was riding my motorbike with them to this point, I actually looked at these and I was like, wow, this looks pretty amazing.
And see this guys. There was a motorcycle parked with Motor Moscow community. There's a local motorcycle community, Motor Moscow. And they have this well-known stickers.
Okay.
So I've just seen the sticker, and if he's here, then other motorcycles may be here as well. Why not?
Okay, so we were riding and we were passing by, and then Anton actually saw a motorbike parked, and then we came in here. Looks like a motorbike fest, and there's music being played from this particular motorbike, and then there are people dancing. Anton says it's a place to hang out. Well, yeah, seems pretty cool. So I'm here at the central part of Moscow, and that red building out there is Kremlin. I mean, I hope the red color comes. So, and then this is the cathedral, the red blue nice building that you would have probably seen about Moscow. The red square is behind this cathedral, and we are trying to see if we can go there. That's Moscow River, and then there are these buildings next to it which actually reminds me of London, and how around the Thames River the whole city is there. I mean, this has an exactly similar vibe, but just the bridge is more decorated, I would say. And then there's Kremlin on the other side, and I don't know what these golden dome things are. Maybe I'll ask Anton. But yeah, like everything seems pretty nice over here. So I asked Anton what's the place there, and he says it's a church which was demolished and then rebuilt in 90s. And the golden domes here are inside the Kremlin, and and they are part of Kremlin. Well, you wanna see something?
Yeah, I've already seen all this. Take your time.
Oh, those lights came up just now.
Yeah, that's like the central shop.
Okay.
Soon Central Universal magazine. The magazine like the shop.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
That.
not like the journal.
Yeah. No, that I understood.
Like the most expensive shop in the Moscow, and I think in all Russia.
Interesting.
It always used to be like this because it's right in the center, right? Its facade is on the Red Square. So if you've ever seen the videos from the Red Square, this thing is on the background.
Okay.
And the other side is the Lenin's mausoleum.
Okay. But when we were standing there, the lights were not on, or were they? Or maybe I just noticed them now.
Yeah, probably they did something to it.
This building is really like nice and very nicely lighted. Unfortunately, we don't know what the name of it, but then I just wanted to capture. And the other buildings here are also pretty nice, historic, with like at least they tried making it historic with like nice lighting to it. And overall, yeah, really impressed with Moscow with really modern stuff, plus all these historic monuments being maintained really well. I would say that I was really impressed by London when I moved there, but then, well, like Moscow is a different game altogether, I would say. Yeah, pretty nice.